Morning to my faithful viewers out there. Well, I promised I would do my best to start making some movie clips again, and here we are. And I guess it's nice to be able to do a little bit of work on the 66 Olds 98. I'm going to be doing us a very, very simple rudimentary tune-up, meaning I'm not going to bother with spark plugs today or anything like that, but the wires I noticed when we had a rainy day when we left Ottawa last week, the car started and was only running on a few cylinders, and once it warmed up, it smoothed out. So I highly suspect that these wires on the car right now are no good and have to be replaced. So we have a new set of wires I've been having sitting around for Sammy, our 72 Vista Cruiser, and luckily 350, 425, and 455 share the same ignition wires on the old style ignition setups. And cap and rotor. I'm not going to bother to change the points because the car is running perfectly smooth, but I'll keep a spare set in the glove box. Ignition coil too you can keep. The reason why I'm showing you this is that with most any classic car, also if you include a fuel filter, these are basically the things you really need if you ever get stuck on the side of the road to get them going. That certainly beats a lot of these new cars that the only thing that'll get you going is a tow truck if a computer fails or something. But each to his own, I get, and we'll get started. I'm also going to take a look at the choke because I suspect it might be a little bit too tight, so just hang on and we'll be back in a minute. Well, got the air cleaner lid off, and what I'm honestly thinking could be the problem, and it's common with older cars as the rubber dries out, is that when we start the car afterwards, I'm going to see if the choke pull-off is actually working on it, because that could be the problem. If that's the case, then I do have a spare two kicking around, because until I get the service manual, I don't want to start fooling around with anything until I'm absolutely sure how this type of quadrijet works. So that would be pretty foolish to do, you know, to take something that's working okay enough for now and then totally messing it up. But there's a spring over here and all sorts of little mechanisms, but we'll get it fixed up. I'm going to spray some carbon choke cleaner right down into the vent here to at least get some right into the bowl to flush anything that might be left in there, because I did put in some sea foam into the gas tank yesterday, and also some lead substitute, which is pretty important on older cars because you don't want the valves to start recessing, because this engine was made way before the time of when they started to think of low lead or unleaded fuels. We'll get started. Be right back. Well, somebody decided to come out and join us this morning. Well, Sarah, she's over 14 and a half years old and still doing just fine. Having some trouble with her back legs, but we've had her checked out, and she'll be able to join us for a lot of adventure this summer, we hope. Anyway, back to the car. Got the carburetor cleaner. I'm just going to give it a quick spritz around everything. Assemblies, put some down into the air horn, of course. Don't want to flood it out, but I'll certainly get some going down into the system, so I'll give it a quick super cleanup, we hope. Make it look pretty too, because you can sort of see the carburetor from underneath the air cleaner. Somebody put in a fuel filter in line, which I suspect that being an older car may have a touch of sediment in the tank, but I have spare fuel filters in the trunk just in case so we don't get stuck. Give it a spray there. A little bit more for good measure. That'll evaporate by the time we're ready to start the car shortly. One thing I don't like is when people have cars, they try to make them look a little bit pretty by spraying some quick black spray paint on things. So this stuff is all flaking off of the hoses, and they got it onto the original radiator cover over here, the radiator upper support cover. I wish there would be a way that I could just flake this stuff off so this should be right back to original the way it should be. Something that's being done is, we'll show you the parts afterwards. The car is going to be converted over, and I'm hoping it's going to fit a dual master cylinder from a 66 Cadillac fleet, because Cadillac used dual brakes back in the day. And I would like to switch, because we're in an urban environment, is to switch the single braking system into a dual braking system. Just for peace of mind. I mean, I've had single systems fail on me in the past, but there was a lot less traffic on the roads back then, and it's always good to be safe. These wires certainly do look a little bit older and dry to me. Yeah. And we'll change the cap too in the rotor for good measure, and we'll just keep everything in the trunk, spare parts, you never know. But getting back to the brakes, the drums are certainly fine for my driving. I know when I'm driving and stuff, and these wheels certainly keep these big drums exposed to the air, so I'm not too worried about that. Disc brakes may be a lot further down in the future, but I at least want to get it switched over to the safety of a split braking system. All right. sort of carnival going on over there. Well, I got my assistant Dean here. Him and his wife showed up for a quick visit. So I have a camera person now to help me hold it up. Camera, and get the, let's see what we got in here. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to change, all we're going to do is just change the cap. The rotor looks fine. I know the problem is with the wires, and a cap can be changed, and the cap can be flipped off, and the rotor can be thrown on in 2 seconds literally. There we go. 1, 2, and now we can have fun mixing up wires. Firing order 18436572. So we'll do it one by one over here so we don't mess too much up badly. Okay, what we'll do quickly is I'll just quickly throw the wires back on to the new cap so we don't mix anything up or anything like that. Oh yeah, these are all green inside. Yeah, these are bad. You can tell right away these wires are no good. They're all got green in them, there's green growing inside them. Yeah, this is a good source of the problem. Some of them got green, so we'll fix that up very fast. We'll put the wires on. Okay. And we'll be back in a second. Change one at least on the camera. What I did was I quickly swapped the wires over before, like you saw, to the new cap, so it won't mix up our firing order. And what we do is we then match them up. Length of our new wires. Nope, not a match. Closest one seems to be this one over here. So this one's a winner. The old one over here, yeah, the old ones really feel cheesy. On over here. I'll put the dielectric silicone grease on afterwards. It's just want to get everything together, match it up, and I can take them off one by one. We try to lube them up properly underneath things so they don't get trapped. And of course, cylinders that fire one after the other, we make sure the wires are crossed 90 degrees over so we don't get a chance of flashover or misfiring. There we go. Left side's already done. And we'll switch over to the right, and we'll be back in a little while again. That's what I love about these old cars. It doesn't take too long to do tune-ups on them. Alright, dear followers, looks like we're done. The only thing I'm pretty upset about is that one of the wires here looks like was made kind of short, so it's stretched over here. I'm not happy with that at all. I'll probably complain to the place where I got the wires from, but it's going to have to sit like this. It's not horrible. It's got a little bit of slack, but it's not supposed to be like that. But at least we got new wires on. And we're going to now do the start. We'll see what's going to happen with the choke pull-off. We got a point of reference here now. And we'll see if it actually does work when we get back. There we go. Okay. Clear? Clear? Mm-hmm. Now, did that choke pull off move when I started it? Let's see if it moved. Nope, it looks like I tend to, so my suspicions were correct. It looks like the choke pull off is no good. It is not pulling the choke off like it should be doing. Actually, maybe it is moving. I'll have to look at the movie after to see. But it's certainly idling a lot better now, the car. Remember, it's cold right now. The car's got something that I really, really like on it that I remember from our 65 we had years ago. I love that cold light on the dashboard. Yeah, the parking brake light works, so no, it's not that the brakes have failed. Believe me, brakes fail, you'll know it on this car for sure, but there you go. It's running a lot nicer. We didn't mess anything up. Hopefully we improved things a little bit, but we'll catch you later. Maybe we'll do a movie of us driving the car after. There we go. 6698, ready for some more road adventures. Thank you for watching. Well, good day everybody. I promised we would take a ride in the 66 Olds 98, and here we are. It's a beautiful Sunday, going for a nice drive, coming into the Hamilton area, and it really seems to have improved the car a decent amount, putting the new spark plug wires on, and distributor cap and spraying the carburetor a bit. Well, can't complain for a 51-year-old, mostly original vehicle. Being to need a few little things done to it, but all is well. It's a gorgeous day in spring, so there'll be lots of adventures coming up with this car. Tons of room in the back, all over, lots of chrome, lots and lots of room. I promise you we'll have lots more adventures with this car, little things to be done. But nothing that's stopping us from enjoying the car right now the way it is. Thanks everybody for welcoming me back to YouTube. I know it's been a while, but here we are. We're back again and looking forward to lots of adventures. Thank you very much for your support. Have a great day with your classic cars, no matter what they are. Take care.